As many of you know, just a few days ago on Election Day, here in South Carolina, the populace, the people, approved a constitutional amendment to our state constitution by about 56% margin. Now, this same constitutional amendment passed both the House and Senate without opposition to get on the ballot. There is one more step required before it becomes part of our Constitution. That is, the legislature has to approve it again, this time with a simple majority. The reason that it only got 56% of the vote after unanimous consent by the legislature is because we, the people, happened to notice it, despite the news media's efforts to hide it and to keep it hidden from us and not tell us about it in time to do anything before the election. But what happened is this amendment was supposed to do one thing. You can look at my earlier video and check all about it. But instead of just dealing with how we elect the lieutenant governor, this amendment also contains a provision that strips some of the little power the lieutenant governor has away from him. It's simply a power grab by the Senate and the state of South Carolina to get more power for itself and reduce the power of the executive branch. We decided we couldn't let that happen, and we started a massive program to tell as many people about this amendment as we could before the election. And obviously we were effective, but not effective enough. We still have one more bite at the apple. This amendment must be passed again by the legislation before it becomes part of our Constitution. This time it only needs a simple majority instead of a 2/3 vote. What we have to do as we the people, we have to convince our legislators that we are serious, that we do not want them engaging in any power grabs like this. They didn't want this to go into effect until 2018, so we have 2 more election cycles to take care of the problem. We need to tell them to kill this one, do not pass this one, stop it dead in its tracks, and then give us a clean amendment with only the way we elect the lieutenant governor on it. If they insist on having a provision about taking away some of the powers of the lieutenant governor, we'll then include that as a second question on the ballot. Do not lump them together. And the way that the explanation was put on the ballot to us was very deceitful. It said, this amendment will change the way we elect the lieutenant governor. And the next sentence started off with, as a result, the lieutenant governor will no longer. Guess what? The way we elect the lieutenant governor has nothing to do with what his job is. It has to do with how we pick him. They were just dishonest with us in their explanation they gave us on the ballot. And we the people caught them with their pants down. I was going to say underwear, but I'm not going to do that. We caught them with their pants down. And we provided a good enough effort to keep the margin of passage down much lower than they expected. We have about 2 months plus before this comes up in front of the legislature. We must put pressure on our legislators, especially in the House, because this isn't their power grab, it's the Senate's power grab, and we have less chance of getting them to listen to us than we do the House. But in the House, we can simply tell them this. Look, we the people do not want this amendment lumped together like this. Kill it, split it up, give us 2 choices to vote on next time. We'll vote on them as separate issues. Also, this is an example, or this is a case of, do you, our representatives, really care about us, we the people? If you do, here is your chance to prove it to us. If you do not kill this amendment, guess what? It will be easy enough to find someone else in your district who will vote just about exactly the same way you've been voting, but maybe they will care about us. If you do not kill this amendment, I propose that we get a coalition of citizens and voters to get together and to notify you and let you know this is your one opportunity to prove your intentions toward us. Kill this amendment or you will not get re-elected. The email you see in front of you, lrichardson8@sc.rr.com, is the way to reach me. Thank you much.